Well, hi again, you guys. Welcome to another edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records. Merry Christmas all over the world, peace on earth, and happy holidays. This is my first edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records, and we're going to feature a Christmas song. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But I have quite a collection of classic Christmas records, I think. Some are very dear to me. They're I sort of inherited them from my dad, who loved music, played the piano by ear, and some of these are very special to me personally. So let's go through them. We're going to do two editions of a Christmas edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records, and we've got quite a number of records to go through. So, in the history of the Linder family, this was handed to me by my father. This is a spoken word album. It's Dylan Thomas, the great Welsh poet, reading A Child's Christmas in Wales. And when I hear this, I start crying. It's very emotional. Of course, my wife hates it, which makes it all even better. So this is it. This was recorded in 1953 on February 22nd, and it also has on here some of his other great recordings. So we'll move past that. This is really an interesting record because I know it's my dad's because it's this nondescript vinyl record cover, and apparently he taped a little piece of Christmas wrapping paper on it to indicate that it's a Christmas record. So what's on it? It's RCA Victor with the Red Seal record, Christmas Hymns. And it's a long play. I mean, this is really just a classic. I mean, this takes me back. So we'll keep going here. I had to get this record when I saw it for 50 cents. Music of Christmas. And it's from a local preparatory school just down the street, or a high school, Immaculate Heart of Mary. I knew many of my friends who went to this Catholic high school in the neighborhood, and they made a vinyl record here with all sorts of wonderful Christmas songs. Christmas time is here, and I'd love to hear some of my friends who went to Immaculate Heart of Mary in Westchester or River Forest somewhere. Oh no, LaGrange. This is unbelievable. So I'll share that. Now here it is. You know, this is great. One of my favorite songs of all time on here, Sleigh Ride, which is done by the great Boston Pops, Arthur Fiedler. To me, it's the gold standard Christmas song. Here's Bing Crosby, That Christmas Feeling. This has some water damage. I might never play this, but he was, great. Here's the Salsoul Orchestra, Christmas Jollies, whatever that is. This looks crazy. Leonard Bernstein, reading a book about him, the genius. I mean, he was so, beyond category. Here he is with the New York Philharmonic and the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. The Joy of Christmas. This is a mashup record with all sorts of greats. Merry Christmas, Chet Atkins, Perry Como. Who else do we recognize on here? The Radio City Music Hall Orchestra and Chorus. That just looks festive. Here he is, the great Charlie Pride with Christmas in My Hometown. Not his most famous, of course, Christmas record. We'll get to that. Here she is, Anne Murray with Christmas Wishes. Christmas with Robert Shaw and the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra and Chorus with the Currier and Ives painting here. This looks great. I really should play this. This has some great classic and classical. Bach, Vivaldi, Brahms. Fabulous. This looks very interesting. Merry Christmas, the spectacular organ and chimes of Westminster. Robert Eason and Gerald Knott. And the Carillon, or the Carillon. And you could give this to somebody as a present. It says, a Merry Christmas. And here it is, from so-and-so. So they actually have that for you, ready to give to someone. Christmas is Percy Faith. Wow, what a great one. Here's one of the all-time greats. In my top 5, Pretty Paper, Willie Nelson. Love it. And produced by Booker T. Jones. This is a great one, of course. Here it is. Leading off with Blue Christmas. Here he is, Elvis. So, we're going to play a song by Freddy Fender. It's kind of a little bit of a medley. He's going to do Silent Night, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas, as only he can do it.
Feliz Navidad a todos, feliz Navidad a todos, feliz Navidad a todos, año nuevo también. Feliz Navidad a todos, feliz Navidad a todos, feliz Navidad a todos, año nuevo también. Brilla la estrella de paz, brilla la estrella de paz.
Wow, well, I hope you guys like that. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all the above. Whatever suits your style. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about who plays on this record. It's a kind of a random choice. I just couldn't believe apparently everyone on here is on the Capitol recording label, and it's their kind of aggregate record. So here are some of the artists on here. We've got Merle Haggard, Pat Boone, Dinah Shore, Glenn Campbell, Donna Fargo, Glenn Campbell again, and Merle Haggard, Loretta Lynn, Ray Price, C.W. McCall, and Jimmy Dean. So those are the Capitol recording artists doing a collective album that they've marketed called The Wonderful World of Christmas. So here we are at that time of the season, and I hope you enjoyed this edition of Curtis Collects Vinyl Records. We'll see you back here again soon. Thanks.